Hello everyone. Welcome back to LoFi Yoga, where we are who we are and we don't just accept it, we embrace it and we love it. So let's get things started with a nice deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 3, 2, 1, and breathe out 2, 3, 4. So this practice was sort of fueled by me not knowing what to do, and so I started off with a sun salutation and I just saw where it went from there. But the meditative aspect is inspired by me feeling less than stellar lately, and just being really hard on myself. And so I decided to give myself a moment to remember who I am and why it's great. And hopefully you take a moment here for the next 26 minutes and appreciate who you are with me. Go ahead and start things out in a nice easy seat and just arrive. On your next inhale, go ahead and reach those arms up overhead, and then exhale as you bend over to the right side and right back over to the right side, really stretching through the side body. Then inhale your way back up to the center and then over to the left side. I'm just going to pulse it just a little bit and then stretch through the side body. Inhale back to center, and then you're going to go ahead and twist over to look over the right shoulder, bringing the left hand to the right knee. Inhale as you stretch up a little bit taller, and then exhale to see if you can look a little further. And then inhale your way back to center, and then switch over to the left side. So you're going to bring that right hand to the left knee and look over the left shoulder. Inhale as you stretch up a little taller, and then exhale as you look a little further over that shoulder. Inhale your way back to center. Go ahead and take a little back bend if you'd like. And then you're just going to bring both hands to your knees, and you're just going to take a few rounds of seated cat-cow. Exhale as you round out that spine, and then inhale as you draw the chest forward. Go ahead and take one last round, and then go ahead and make your way into tabletop. Now we're just going to take some circles with the right knee, first in one direction. And when you're ready, reverse it and take those circles in the other direction. And now we're going to make some circles with the other side. Of course, first one way. And then reverse. You're going to go ahead and bring both knees to the mat and then walk your arms out in front of you to find a nice puppy pose. And if you want a little bit more of a stretch for the shoulders, you can bring the elbows out in front of you, bring the hands together to prayer, and press the thumbs into the back of your neck. Make your way back through tabletop, and then you're just going to tuck those toes, lift the knees, and then carefully step your feet towards your hands till you find a forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, stretch out that spine. Exhale, fold it down one more time before you inhale and rise all the way up. Bring the arms up overhead, sealing through the heart center, and releasing to find mountain. Now we begin our sun salutations. So we're just going to take a nice deep inhale, reach those arms up overhead, exhale and release into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, fold it one more time, plant those hands, step back into a plank. Inhale while you're in plank, and then exhale, chaturanga, bending those elbows. Exhale as you lift the chest for cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale as you press those hips back to find downward facing dog. While you're here, you can take any movements you'd like. You can shake your head. You can also just step, pedal out those feet. Whatever you need to do here. Take your time and enjoy. Once you find some stillness, we're going to carefully walk our feet up towards our hands until we make our way into a forward fold. Then we inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold it down, rise up, arms overhead, and make our way back to mountain. And let's begin again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold one more time. Plant those hands, step the feet back for plank. Inhale while you're in plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, press the hips back, downward facing dog. And once again, we're going to walk those feet towards our hands to find a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, rise, arms overhead. Through heart, find our mountain. And now we take another round, following your breath. From this mountain pose, we are going to go ahead and inhale, reach those arms up overhead, bring them together to your heart, and you're just going to exhale and lift the right knee to find a tree pose. When you're ready, go ahead and exhale and bring those arms up and grow some limbs. You can bring one hand to your heart, and the other hand you're going to grab a hold of your ankle to find a nice flamingo stretch. And from here, just going to carefully shift your weight forward to find dancer. Shift back into flamingo. And we're going to carefully make our way into warrior 3. So kick back with the right foot. And then go ahead and carefully lower that right foot down to the ground and make your way into warrior 2. When you're steady, go ahead and flip that front palm and exhale and reverse your warrior. And then inhale. Bring the right arm forward for side angle. Inhale back up. Reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, rise back to warrior 2. Straighten that front knee. And then make your way into triangle. You can also grab a block, it would be helpful here. If you want a little more, you're welcome to take a half bind. Inhale that arm back up, shift your weight back, and we're just going to turn both feet parallel to the side of the mat for star. Exhale as you clasp the hands behind the back, draw the shoulders down. Inhale as you stretch up, and then exhale, forward fold, keeping the hands clasped. Exhale, drop your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, rise all the way up, and then you're just going to make your way back into warrior 2. Spin those hands down, step it forward into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. And then inhale as you rise, and we prepare to repeat all of that on the other side. Start by finding a nice sturdy tree, the left leg. Optional raising of the arms to grow limbs. We make our way into flamingo, flexing that foot. And then we shift our way into dancer. Back through flamingo, and then we find our warrior 3, kicking back through that heel. Stepping that foot back to find warrior 2. Flip the palm. Shift your weight back for reversed warrior. Exhale as you find side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale back up to warrior two. Straighten that front knee. Shift your hips back and make your way into triangle. Optional half bind here. Inhale that arm back up overhead if you have the half bind. Lift back up into your triangle, and we're just going to shift our feet parallel to the short edge of the mat, star pose. Exhale as you clasp the hands behind the back. Inhale as you reach up for length, and then exhale, fold over. Exhale, release the hands. And of course, if you want a little more of a stretch here, you can walk your hands to the left leg first. And then through center and over to the right leg, folding over each leg. Make your way back to center. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, rise all the way back up. Shift back into warrior two. Spin those hands down to the mat. Step it back to plank, and then lift the hips for downward facing dog. You can also take a vinyasa if you'd like. From downward facing dog, inhale and lift the right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend that knee to open up the hip. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, step it through. Find a nice low lunge. You can drop the back knee and the top of the foot. Inhale as you lift those arms up overhead. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the head to support your neck. And then exhale as you draw your chest open, bring the shoulders back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend it back one more time. Inhale, rise. Bring those arms up. And we're going to bring them down to the mat or to blocks. And press those hips back for a runner's lunge half split. Inhale, bring the toes down to the mat, shift your weight back forward. And we're going to tuck the back toes, lift the knee, and walk both hands inside of the right foot for a lizard. Inhale, lift that right arm up overhead. Nice revolved lizard. Half bind is optional. If you did bind, inhale that arm back up overhead. Bring the right hand down outside of the foot. And you're just going to inhale and push back into three-legged dog. Exhale, find your downward facing dog. When you're ready, inhale, lift that left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee to open up the hip. Inhale back to three-legged dog. Exhale as you draw that knee forward and then step it through for low lunge. Drop that back knee in the top of the foot. and then inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale as you interlace the fingers behind the back of your head, supporting your neck. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale as you draw the shoulders back, open up the chest. Inhale, back up. Exhale, lean it back. Inhale, forward. And you're just going to go ahead and drop your hands or onto the mat or onto blocks, and then find your half split on the other side. Drop the toes, bring that left hand inside the left foot, tuck the back toes, lift that knee, find a lizard. Inhale the left arm up overhead, turning to the left. You can exhale, half bind it. Inhale that arm back up. You're going to drop that left hand outside the left foot. Inhale, press it back, three-legged dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and drop your knees down to the mat and make your way into a child's pose. You can do knees together or wider, up to you. Now we're going to go ahead and make our way onto our back and get ready for a nice Savasana. And while we are here, I give you this to think about. Because true belonging only happens when we present our authentic and perfect selves to the world, our sense of belonging can never be greater than our level of self-acceptance. Brené Brown. We pray for a wholeness of the spirit, to be able to live cleanly with no shame, and to meet every aspect of life with the same serene face. It isn't easy for most of us. We fuss, we trip ourselves up. We may find ourselves telling lies, creating emotional turmoil to escape what we see as even greater turmoil. The first step towards wholeness is for us to admit that we are human. No, not perfect. Yes, about as flawed as everybody else. Once we embrace the knowledge that we are all imperfect beings seeking belonging, a lot of falsehood and turmoil shears away. There isn't any big secret to protect. There's just you, just me. However different we may appear, we're more than kin, and we can keep each other honest. The habit of honesty, once formed, is harder to break than the habit of lying. I shall resolve to show the same face everywhere, and I'll become serene. Right about now, let's go ahead and bring some small movements into the body, wiggling the fingers and toes, moving the wrists and ankles, shaking the head from side to side, until eventually you're ready to take a full body stretch and make your way into the fetal position before finding an easy seat. As always, thank you so much for sitting with me, and I hope that you take a moment to appreciate yourself as you are. All the things that are weird and wonderful, things that you feel like you maybe lack, hopefully you learn that they are gifts. As we always do, let's take a deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 3, 2, 1, and breathe out 2, 3, 4. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be well.